You know what? The basketball gods must really hate the Indiana Fever this season. And if you're watching this right now, you need to hit that like button. Because what happened to Sophie Cunningham is going to make you absolutely furious. I'm talking about a dirty play that might have just ended our season. And before we dive into this insanity, make sure you're subscribed because we're about to expose exactly what Bria Hartley did to Sophie and why WNBA refs are completely out of control. Picture this. Sunday afternoon, Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun. Sophie Cunningham, the one player who's been holding this team together while Caitlin Clark sits on the bench in street clothes for the 13th straight game, is playing her heart out. She's been our defensive anchor, our emotional leader, the one person brave enough to stand up for her teammates when things get rough. And then, in one horrifying moment, everything changed. Bria Hartley drove to the basket in the second quarter. Sophie slides over to help on defense like she's done 1,000 times before. But instead of a normal basketball play, Hartley loses control and crashes directly into Sophie's planted right leg like she's trying to take out the foundation of a building. The sound Sophie made when she hit the floor will haunt Fever fans forever. She immediately grabbed her knee, hopping on one leg before collapsing in absolute agony. And here's what makes this even worse. This wasn't some random accident. Let me tell you exactly who Bria Hartley is. This is the same player who literally pulled Angel Reese out of the air by her ponytail just days ago. The same dirty player who's been throwing elbows and making reckless plays all season long without facing any real consequences. The Connecticut Sun have been bragging about how physical they are, like it's something to be proud of. Well, congratulations. You just took out one of the best guards in the league with your football tactics. Sophie's sister, Lindsay, didn't hold back on social media either. She absolutely torched the WNBA officials, posting, WNBA, maybe you should focus less on finding players for commenting on your poor officiating and more on hiring officials that are able to call a consistent game and protect your athletes. Pathetic. Praying for you, Sophie. And Sophie's mom, Paula, went even harder, calling Hartley a disgruntled player, having trouble everywhere she goes. She's plain mean and plays out of control. But wait, it gets worse. Just minutes before the injury, Sophie was bringing the ball up the floor, 75 feet away from the rim, and got absolutely mugged, hit upside the head, knocked to the floor, and the refs swallowed their whistles. Nothing. No call. This is exactly why injuries are plaguing the entire league. When you let players play rugby instead of basketball, someone's going to get seriously hurt. Now, here's where the story takes the most insane turn you could possibly imagine.